Hey everybody! If you don't know me, my name is Mary Beth Simmons. I am a star consultant and I have been working my business for about 2 months now. So it has been an exciting 2 months. I've learned a lot. My team is growing. So I'm just making this video to kind of show anybody who's interested how I do things and the system that has been working for us. And also showing how Vizzlie works, because that's a relatively new platform that we're all starting to hear about, and it has made my life so much easier this past week. So I am making this video to show my team how it works, because we are going to start implementing that, but also just whoever's interested as well. So I actually have a party to set up from scratch today, so perfect timing. Ask and you shall receive, right? So I am going to set up this party. The information that is personal to my hostess will be blurred out, but I will be able to show you how I do it start to finish. This is how I do it though. So you're working your own business, you're running things the way that you see fit and that works for your schedule. So just take these as suggestions, use as much or as little of it to help you work more efficiently and run things better. So here we go. We'll get started. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully that looks right. This is the workstation, but first I wanted to show you guys how I get information from a hostess. So that's where the party starts, right? Is we have a hostess, a friend or a friend of a friend, or even a stranger that we've met on social media. We have somebody who wants to host a party with us. So I have made a form to make it really easy to collect my hostess information, and that way I can print it out and have it to look at when I'm putting it into the system. It's especially useful if it's somebody that has not been a customer before. And it also keeps you from having to ask a million questions and potentially forgetting something. So I use JotForm right now, but the free version is a little limited on how many forms and how many submissions you can get on forms. So in the future, it may not be enough, and I may have to move to Google Forms, because Google Forms is pretty much the same thing. All right, so this is just what I have done. Of course, put the independent consultant logo on it somewhere. I just put it at the top. So it just has spots for all of the information that we would need to set up a party. So their full name, address, phone number, and email, what type of party they want to do, when they want the party to start, with also the options for no preference or as soon as possible, comments. What I have found really useful though is the next two things. This is our host rewards flyer straight from the workstation. That way they know up front about how the party has to qualify in $200 in sales. And then it also explains, of course, the rewards, the different tiers. So sometimes we forget to fully explain this. So by putting it in here and making it a requirement that they say they've looked at it, there's no surprises later, especially if you're dealing with somebody that you don't know that well. I've already had people have negative comments just about the scent circle that I sent them as a prize, because they thought it was going to be something different. So this just keeps everybody on the same page, keeps everybody accountable. They know up front that their party has to get to $200 in sales, which of course we as consultants should communicate as well, but this is their way of saying yes, they are aware of it. And they of course can leave you any questions. I also put in here about the host exclusive starter kit. So a nice picture of it. This I will update, of course, as the kits change, but this is again straight from the workstation. And then it just says, if I told you that your party qualifies at $200 in sales, you unlock an exclusive discounted starter kit and can join Scentsy for $59 or less. Would you want more information about the income opportunity? This also takes more pressure off of you as a consultant, especially with people you don't know. It may be a little awkward to bring this up. So this is a way that they see it, they are aware of it, they know that it's an option before their party even starts. And then if they check yes, you know that you can follow up with them about it later on. If they check no, I still mention it to them if and when their party qualifies, because I'm going to offer that kit to somebody. I always start with the hostess, regardless of their option here, and then party goers, and then my personal customers as well. But this just lets them know that it's an option. And you would be surprised at the number of people that will check yes, because when they see it and they see all that they get right here, and they know that it could be even less than $59, they might consider it. So I love putting this in here, and it is a required question, so they have to check yes or no. And then that way you don't feel like you're harassing them about it later if you ask and they're really not interested. Like I said, I still offer. If they say no and their party qualifies, I still offer. But if they say no again, then I, move on. Anyway, you can do something like this if you want. This is just what I've been doing, and I've been letting my team use this form as well. It just helps me stay organized. I'm a very green personality. I like things in order, very organized. So this just helps me. So it's just an idea for you. But I have already printed off my hostess's information from the form that she completed yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and set up her party link. So workstation, hopefully you're familiar with that. You will click on orders on the left, right here. You will click on create a party. All right, name your party. Let's see, my hostess's name is Christiana. So I usually just do their name, Christiana's Fall Scentsy Party. Make sure I spell the name right, okay. All right, host info. If you are setting up a party for yourself as a consultant, as a personal link, which I think everybody should have one set up for the month, you would click enter consultant as host. But this is for a party goer, so she is actually already a customer. So this is her, Christiana Carl, and I just double check her information once I click it, make sure it matches what's on the form, because what they put on the form is probably going to be your most current information. If they're a customer and it's been a while since they've ordered, then they'll be in here, but the information may not be updated. So I always double check against what they have just provided me with in advance. So everything is the same. All right, so once you verify that their information is the same, or if they are not already in here, you will be typing this information in to add them as a new contact. On ship to, if it is a hostess who is going to get the hostess rewards at their house, sent to their house, then you want to click host address. And again, verify information. Capitalize a few things. All right, and when you're done, click Save and Continue at the bottom. All right, this will take you to the page where you set up what actually appears on the website when they click the party link that you will provide. I leave a lot of defaults most of the time. Gift ideas, find the perfect present for everyone on your list. That will be seasonal, it will change, so that's fine. It is Christmassy right now. Default, I usually leave the default picture. Featured products I tend to customize just because, especially since it's holiday season, I think it should have holiday items on it. So I've been using the Be Jolly Scentsy Warmer, little Santa. I love the Deck the Halls warmer since it's still available. I actually got one myself. And I love the Let It Snow Scentsy Bar 3-pack. But these three make my house smell like Christmas. All right, end date. This party is starting tonight. It is a Sunday. We're gonna run it through Wednesday, Thanksgiving. And I'll probably extend it and offer them some Black Friday stuff. But for now, I'm going to put the end date when the 3-day party is going to end. Your party goers do not know that you plan on extending it. So I originally set the time limit to end at the end of the 3 days. That way, when they click the party link, I'm going to actually make sure it's the right date. Yeah, watch that. Sometimes it jumps ahead like a month and you've got to actually pay attention to the date. All right. So they don't know that you already plan on extending it to give them more time. So hopefully they will go ahead and get their orders in before the original time limit. All right, hit continue when you're done and it will give you a party link. You can go ahead and copy that. And I'm done for now. All right, so that is your party link in the workstation. If you want to ever look at the specific party, you can click on Open Orders. We're still in the Orders tab. Click on Open Orders, and now there will be a box for the party that you just created. And if you click Edit Orders, you can open that and look at it. If you need to change anything that you just put in, you can click on Edit Details there. And if you need to grab that link again, you can click that button. All right, so we have our party link in our workstation. So now we are going to set up the Facebook group. All right, so just realized I don't have any of my Scentsy pictures in here. That is okay, we don't need it for right now. All right, so you click on groups, the tab at the top, and then create new group here on the left. You can definitely do this on your phone. I just find it's easier to work at an actual desktop computer when I am doing the bulk of the work like this, setting up the group and everything. So group name, Christiana's Fall Scentsy Party. Privacy, I usually keep it on private. That way people, I don't know, I think they feel more free to express their opinions if it's private, and it notifies them that, you know, nobody else outside the group can see it. But I do leave the group visible because if somebody searches for the group, I want them to be able to find it. I don't invite anybody yet. There's a method to that. All right, so create. Takes just a second. All right, so from here you have your party group. At this point, I will go ahead and make a post about the party link, which again, I said, well, I might have some pictures here. Let me see. See if I've got a party link graphic. Nope, I don't. That's right. I'm just going to grab something, then I'll change it later. Some soaks. How about that? All right, so what you will do is usually I'll put up a graphic here, and it will be eventually when I change it, that says shopping link here, and it'll have like little cute arrows pointing up. But for right now, it's Scentsy Soak. So I'll put something to the effect of, this is the shopping link for the party. Any orders placed here will help Christiana meet party goals and get rewards. You can shop or browse at any time. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, don't forget your emojis. Here's the Christiana Saints Party. Any orders placed here help her reach party goals and get free and discounted products. All right, and then I will paste the party link that we just copied from when we made the party. And then we'll go ahead and post it. There's nobody in here yet. We haven't even finished setting up the group yet. I'll do that in a little bit. So then what I do is I will click these three little dots on the top right corner and I will mark it as an announcement. When you do that, this post will stay pinned to the top of the group, regardless of what else is posting. So when people join this group, even if the party's in progress, that is the first thing they will see. I do this before I even add my hostess, because when she starts inviting people, there is almost always at least one person who will just go ahead and shop and get it out of the way because they want to support the hostess, but they don't care much anything about waiting to see the posts. So they will just jump right on here and order right off. So we want to be prepared for those people. That's why I do this before I even add my hostess. That way, as soon as I add her and she starts inviting people, everybody is going to at least see this one post that's pinned at the top. It's just something that has really made a difference in my parties. And I just think it's, you know, why not? Why not go ahead and throw the shopping link in there so that people see it right off? You can also add your description just to make your group a little more friendly and fun, and also draw attention to the fact that you're going to be giving away prizes if you are. All right, again, this is just how I do things. Take it or leave it. Use however much you want, or don't, that's fine. All right, save that. All right, so you will also want to add a cover photo. I will go back and do this in a minute since I don't have my flash drive in here with all of my cute pictures. All right, so that's the group. Now we got to schedule some posts. So if you have posts that you are comfortable scheduling through the group, that is fine. You would, of course, photo or video, pull in your photo. I'll just show you, for example. And then down here, bottom right, next to the post button is a schedule post button. You would click that and schedule. It works great. I have done several parties the past 2 months doing that, and I have scheduled pretty much I did it day by day. I would schedule a whole day's worth of posts that morning. But with Vizzlie, it allows you to do it once, save it as a template, and then you can pull your whole template into a group in about 2 minutes. So we are going to do that next. All right, so Vizzlie, Vizzlie.com, right, should look like this. When you click log in, well, you'll create a free account. I recommend going ahead and using your Facebook account. It'll give you the option to create your account with Facebook because it's going to need your Facebook information anyway. And it also makes logging back in easier because you'll just click that login with Facebook button. All right, so your dashboard looks a little like this. You can add Facebook groups, pages, or events to this. So if you are more comfortable running your Facebook parties through an event page instead of a group, you can do that with this too. All right, so when you click on groups on the left, it will let you add groups that you want to track. That would be any group that you want to use Vizzlie to post in. So you can see Emily's party is the one I just finished the past few days. And then my VIP page is in here just in case I need to use Vizzlie to schedule stuff. And then I've also been helping with a couple of parties for a downline too. All right, so we want to pull that group that we just made for our upcoming party into here, and it actually makes it really easy. It is right here. If you do not see your party in the available groups, I'm sorry, if you don't see the new group you just created in the available groups, you can click the refresh button, but it says it automatically refreshes every 10 minutes. So it should be here unless you just move really super fast. All right, so you find the group that you want and you'll click track group. Would you like to track this group? Track. All right, and then it adds it to your groups up here at the top in your tracked groups. All right, so if you are starting from scratch and making a template, you can do that here, or you can do it through the group. All right, so I would recommend doing it before a party. Just to me, it makes it easier. That way you're not trying to think in terms of that specific party, but you're thinking more of general terms. And I'll show you what I mean. So click on Facebook. You can click create a new template, give it a title, mock template, and then hit create. You can name it, your actual template though. And then you'll click new post. All right, so this is the same type of situation as when you're scheduling a post in a Facebook group directly, but the only difference is instead of a set date, we're going to be thinking in terms of party day 1, party day 2, party day 3, however many. All right, so if you want to do a welcome post ahead of time, you'll do 1 day before starting time. You can choose it to do relative to starting time, which will mean you can do however many hours before your party starts officially. I do usually a set time though, exact time of day. So I have I'll show you my template in a second, but I do one post at 12 noon, which is PM, 1 day before the party starts. So you can do it that way, or you can do it relative to the start time if you want. So welcome, testing, testing. And then you will add the picture that you want to add, just like scheduling a post on actual Facebook. So you can attach an image and upload it here. You can do a video. Videos have to be uploaded ahead of time to the Vizzlie video gallery on your account. So I've done that before too. Web link I've done with YouTube videos. You can put in the website here and it will attach that as your picture to the post and then put the text of the post here above it. So we'll just grab a generic image here. I've already got a few loaded in here and then create. So then it looks like this. 1 day before, whatever you titled your post, it will not post what you title it, so you can call it whatever you want. And then it tells you when it posts, so 12, 1 day before the starting time. All right, so you'll do that for every post that you want for your whole party. 0 day is the day it starts, and then 1 day after starting time would be party day 2. So you just have to remember, keep like a mental starting date in your head and then work from that. All right, so I will show you my templates. I made this one from scratch. It is a 3-day party. That's just what I prefer. So 1 day before is a welcome post. Get to know your consultant. After you've made a template and saved it as a template, you can edit or preview the post, which is really nice. They give you this option to preview it. So this is what it'll look like. That's the picture I uploaded for my welcome and the text about me. Interesting to note, if you want, when you're creating a template, you can make it personal for your parties by putting in these, I don't know what these are called, the greater than or less than signs, and then put in there what you're going to replace it with. So in this case, this would be my hostess's first name. So I just want to say for joining in on the fun with, and it will say, in this case, Christiana's party. But for my template, it just says first name. All right. You can do that with links as well. I saw somebody ask a question about how they were hesitant to use this platform because they didn't know if they could use personalized links like they like to. And yes, you absolutely can. So for example, my bundle and save post, we will preview it. I put in my text, I uploaded my pictures that I want to post with it, and then where I want my personalized link, I use the same little, I really need to learn what those are called. They're not brackets, but we'll call them brackets for the purpose of this, with bundle and save link. All right, and that's just so I know what link needs to go there when we do the next step. Okay, so with warmers, preview the post, it just says warmers link in here. All right. So you can schedule all of your posts for the entire party. I say schedule, but it's a template that you can use for every party you want to. And 2 days after a party, that's the last day. All right, so once you have created your new template and saved your template, this is what it looks like. So now we're going to go back to our groups. We're going to open Christiana's group from Vizzlie. All right, one thing that's important, and it says it right here, you have to add Vizzlie as a group app in your Facebook group. So you can click here for instructions if this is your first few times doing it, and it shows you how to do it. So open the group in Facebook, go to admin tools, then settings, click on apps, add Vizzlie as an app. But I'm about to do that since I am setting up this party, so I'll show you. So we're going to go back to Facebook. We're still in Christiana's party. To the left is admin tools. We're going to go down to settings. In the middle here, where all of our options are, all the way at the bottom is apps. Click the little pencil. Okay, then add apps. And we're going to search, use the search bar and search for Vizzlie. And it should come right up. Click on it and then click add. All right, so now you can use Vizzlie in the group. Something that I was not aware of right off is that it actually makes a post in the group saying that you added Vizzlie. I usually delete that. See, it'll post in the group saying that you added a third-party app. So I usually use the 3 arrows and delete that just because party guests don't need to see it, you know. I try to keep my groups looking nice and clean. That's just me though. All right, so Vizzlie is now connected to our party. All right, so now scheduled posts. You can either build your template in here. You can do each post individually here if you are comfortable by doing new post and then making your post and saving it and then adding a new post and that whole way. After you do that, you can then save it as a template from here if you want. But since I've already got a template, we're going to click use a template and then select my 3-day party. Then you tell it what day you want to start, because remember when we made the template, we used time reference as 1 day before, 0 days, which means day of, and then 1 day, 2 day after. So we have to tell it when we want the party to start. This party is starting tomorrow, the 23rd. So depending on how you scheduled your template, the time really isn't, the way I did it, the time the party starts is irrelevant because I did at exact time of day post this. But if you use the option where you wanted it to post 4 hours after the party starts, then the time is important, okay? Because then it will know that you want it to post that post 4 hours after 8 o'clock on the 23rd. All right, and then you can either import your whole template, or you can select pieces and parts to import. This is useful if you're jumping in to help a friend and you only want certain posts, but in this case, I'm running the whole party, so I'll post. All right, load template. So it's going to pull in all of my posts that I have already made in the template. So they are all here. Alrighty, so next we go all the way to the bottom and it gives us all of these little error boxes where stuff is missing. This is all of the things that we put in the less than, greater than brackets. So this is how you personalize your party after you pull the template in. This makes it so easy. So text replacement, it says first name is missing and it's found in these posts. All right, so these are all the posts that we use the brackets and then put first name in it. So you can click, you can type in the replacement, which in this case is my hostess, Christiana, and it puts her name into the post that's going into this party. Make sure I got it spelled right, and then click save. It does that on all the posts. All right, so if you want it different in each post, you have to use a different keyword in your brackets. But if you want the first name the same way in all these different posts, then you can just use first name, and it does it all at the same time. So you click save. All right, and then it takes off the error and it tells you what you've replaced first name with. All right, then these are all my personalized links that I like to put in with my posts. Now I have called them all something different and I have called them what they are so that I know without looking at the whole post what link I need. So for that, I go to her actual party page on my site. So I click her party link and I give people the direct links to these things. So this first post is about bundle and save. So I click here and it says bundle and save link. So I will go to her party page on the site. I will find the bundle and save category and then I will copy and paste that link into Vizzlie. Okay, paste. And then you can see it's changed the text of the post. And then I click save. So this is really the only work that you have to do. Once you make your template, it is super easy to make your Facebook group, give Vizzlie permission to post in that group, add your template to the group, and then you just have to change whatever in your brackets that you want to personalize for that party. So this is really the only work that you're doing, because once you're really good with it, I mean, you fly through this. And then that's it. Once they're all done, you just leave it as is. And then you go to the top and you turn on posting. Now it won't let me do it until I finish replacing the text. But once you turn it on, it will post, it will immediately post anything that is past your date. So since my party is starting tomorrow, and this first post was supposed to go out at 12 noon the day before, and it's 2:30 now. When I turn it on, it's going to go ahead and post my welcome post, and that's fine. If that's something you don't want it to do, though, you'll have to change it. But it will warn you when you turn on the toggle here. It'll tell you in a pop-up that it's about to post immediately anything that is past due on the group. But that's really it, guys. Another really cool feature about Vizzlie is each template you create has a unique code that you can share with anybody else who has a Vizzlie account, and they can import your template and use it. So I plan on giving my template to my teammates that want it. I'll be more than happy to share it with anybody who wants it, but we're going to do that through Messenger, because I want to make sure that you know how to use it, and that you will have to change the text, because some of my posts talk about my 4-year-old, and if you don't have a 4-year-old, it's going to look really weird when you throw up a post saying my 4-year-old such and such. So any template that you get from somebody, you will have to read the posts and make sure that you reword it to apply to you. I have no problem sharing it though, so if anybody watches this video and is in the same group as me or has some way of getting a hold of me, that's fine. Please message me. I'll be happy to give you my 3-day template with the disclaimer that you have to read it and change anything that doesn't apply to you. But that's really it, guys. If you're on my team and you're watching this, please reach out to me with any questions. if you are watching this and you're not on my team, I hope it helped you understand the basics of how to get things going with Vizzlie, because it makes it so much easier, especially if you're doing 3, 4, 5 parties at the same time. You just pop these templates in each group, change your links or your names or whatever else you do to personalize your posts, and it's ready to roll. Super easy. So I guess that's about it. I hope it's been informative. Bye for now.